Hello, I'm Jody Wolf watching Expoz today, August 29, 2015, and it's 11:18 p.m. and we are 14 days and counting to September 11, Harbinger Day. Topic: God's hand of protection moved. And I think that God's hand of protection, keep in mind, God's hand is probably pretty big. I mean, hey, if he can hold the entire universe like this, that means 100 billion light years from here to here, you know. So, but his hand of protection and then his hands, there's two different things. So there's certain things that God won't allow, regardless whether his hand of protection has been moved or not. But I want to say this, and I want to make it very clear. There are certain things he will not allow to certain people. There are certain things that he will allow, the same things, to other people. And what I mean by that, when God said to the angel, release the three angels in River Euphrates, they're going to come out and they're going to kill people. So who is God going to allow these angels killed? At that time, I would say a mix, half Christian and half people who are not saved. And when I say half Christian, keep in mind, in my opinion, we've already had the rapture. So the new Christians, the Bible clearly says, in that time, in the end, the last 7 years, if you didn't know Christ going into it and you accept Christ in it, then some of you will be caught, tortured, punished, beheaded, and some of you will be put in prison. So God gave 4 things that would happen to Christians. But he also said, tough through it, hang in there, let it happen, and if you do, when the 7 years is up, I will give you a crown of life. So the 3 angels being released, part of their target will be Christians. They hate Christians. And the only thing they hate more than Christians are Jews. And they're going to go after Jews. But at that time, God has put the Jews under his protection. He had his angel to go get the Jews at mid-tribulation point and take them to safety. And it's not likely that God would allow these angels to go into Israel if the angels were released from the river in the first 3.5 years either, because they're under a supernatural, what some people call, they're under a 7-year peace plan from Satan, signed, sealed, and delivered by Satan. But he'll break it at 3.5 years. So the Jews will be protected 3.5 years, and then there'll be a moment between that 3.5 and the beginning of the next 3.5 where a lot of Jews will be killed. Because this is when God tells them, if you're in the field, drop that rake and run. If you're on the house, don't come down to go in the house and get anything. Get off the roof and run. And it tells them where to go. In other words, it's that bad. It's those who linger that are killed. And then it says that the city will be ravaged, the women will be ravaged and pillaged and raped. That's going to happen to a lot of them. And but still, he will get the angel and get them away, and they'll be protected for the remaining time. So this could start any minute now. We could have a rapture any day. Whether we have a rapture or not, come September the 11th, I think we will have something that will happen on that day, something that's going to really shake us. I think on the 13th, which is the Shemitah, which falls on Sunday, our Sunday, meaning our stock markets are closed on that day. But Monday, they'll open. And when they open on Monday, they may open up to crash. If they didn't already crash on the 11th, there could be that the stock markets are shut down 9 a.m. on the 11th, which is going to be on a what? Friday. 11th, Friday, 12th, Saturday, 13th, Sunday. Sunday, the 13th, the Shemitah won't hurt us. The 14th, it will. It'll hammer us. And then right behind that, you have the Jubilee year. Ending of it, the starting of the next in the Torah. So as far as expecting a crash on the market, I fully expect it. And people are out there. And by the way, if that happens, look at Greece closely. See what happened to Greece. The same thing will happen here. You will be locked out of your bank. You will not be allowed to take money out except by a card, and you'll stand in a very long line to do that, and you'll be allowed only so many dollars per day. And it may be enough for you to show proof that you can pay a bill, but as far as paying bills, anything over that, they're probably not going to allow you more than a few bucks, 50, 75, 100. What could they get in Greece? Wasn't it like less than $100? And I don't, that'd be daily, and that'd be as long as the bank's closed. And basically what the government has done is confiscated all your money. And the markets being closed, if they close at 9 a.m. on that day, an hour after they open, or 10 a.m., I don't know what time they open, either 8 or 9, then what's going to happen to the hundreds of millions of people that's got their retirements in whatever company it's in? All these companies that keep telling you, buy gold, send us your 100,000, we'll invest it in gold. Well, it's paper, guys. They're not going to send you a $100,000 gold bar. They're going to send you a piece of paper. That paper is no better than a dollar bill. And the dollar bill, if it crashes, it's going to take 1,000 of them to buy a loaf of bread. You'll be better off having a silver dime in your pocket. A silver dime in your pocket to go buy that loaf of bread. That is, if the store even has any bread. So expect a crash of some type. Expect riots. If that crashes and we turn into a Greece was pretty tame and calm during this. They have been leading up to it and been told all about it. So coming into it, they were not that bad. But in this country, the people that will scream the loudest are the people that don't have jobs, or the people that's milking off the government already, or the people that has free housing, free cars, free cell phones, free food stamps. That'll be taken away. They'll scream the loudest. It's not you and I, the working man. It'll be those who cannot. Their freebies are dried up. They're gone. And on the next blog, I'm going to tell you where they're going.